3-0 and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. Dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is the Drop 93.7. It's Hope Day, and it is like Christmas. The beginning. I mean, I say the beginning, and the par 3 contest at the Masters is like the beginning of the Masters. It was like Christmas morning when I woke up this morning. I hopped out of bed. I was like, the Masters. I'm excited.
Friends. Welcome to Augusta National.
Oh, Jim Nance. Jim Nance. He retired on Monday night, but he's back.
He's back
on
he
Thursday.
came back out of retirement, even though he was never going to retire from the Masters.
Man, you think about Jim Nance. The guy does, you got the Final Four, the championship game. Then you hop on a plane and you're at Augusta.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
That you talk about, oh, man. Nick, when you're doing that, don't forget about us, man.
Yeah, no.
Don't forget about us, bro.
That is sweet.
That is
awesome.
it is
life.
To think about. I mean, think about that. There was something where, oh gosh, why am I Joe Buck was during the World Series he was bouncing back and forth from like 3 places within the span of a week. His travel schedule, but he was like going to the same place. He was going someplace, then back, then another place again, back, then back to the original place within the span of like 10 days. Because he had so many events to call.
Kirk Herbstreit's kind of like that with football too.
Yeah. Kirk Herbstreit's. So here's the deal: is I'm not a huge Kirk fan, but he makes these videos that it's basically like a travel vlog. So you get to see how quick things move.
Yeah,
and it's literally like he would fly out Wednesday morning for the Thursday night game, get to the place, prep for the Thursday night game. Then he would get on a plane immediately after we're talking like 3 minutes after the broadcast ends. Those guys are already en route to the airport. And I'll never forget that when I was doing Husker games with Fox, it was like we would drive them to the airport. The final thing would sound, they would close out within 30 seconds and we would rush down to their car, have it ready for them. And they would get in the car, go to the airport, and they'd be there within 5 minutes of the game ending. And nobody knew. It was insane. Like you had police escorts, you had guys or security guard like walking them to their car at Memorial Stadium,
escorting them out
and you have fans like trying to stop them to talk to them, because especially Kevin Kugler when Kevin Kugler's in town. It was fans people trying to stop Cougs, and he couldn't. He had to keep walking because they have a plane.
Gotta go.
Yeah,
and it is just wild.
Well, that's like game day with Herbstreit.
Yeah,
where
that's what I'm saying. That he leaves.
They start the morning and he's in Texas for game day, and then later that night he's in Michigan calling the game. I love that. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty. Why does Joe Buck take so much heat? I wonder. There's some people that love him, some people that can't stand him.
From a, and
I'm not a baseball guy.
Yeah,
so
I'm not sure why. I've never understood why people hate Joe Buck the way they do, because if you look at it from like a fundamental broadcast standpoint, he is exceptional.
He catches a lot of heat.
He is exceptional, and he's called some of the biggest moments, especially in baseball. And with NFL, he and Aikman have a really good chemistry as well, which is why ESPN wanted to move both of them and keep them together.
Yeah,
and he's the Hall of Famer.
Which you see a move like that working out successful. Now ESPN hasn't done a lot of good things in the last couple of years when they talk about how they handle. They allowed Tom Rinaldi to walk. They allowed Maria Taylor to go to NBC. Like they have allowed a lot of their best people to leave.
But internally, there's a lot of
yes,
stuff with management too.
And it's not very good. However, what's interesting is one of the smartest moves ESPN made was keeping those two together, because then you see where NBC goes and it's Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth, which is fine, but it's no Al Michaels and Chris. And then at Amazon, you have this weird dynamic of Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit, where it's just like, I'm not really sure. They haven't really carved out a path for themselves yet. Yeah, so.
Well, Lever says, I escorted out one time. I escorted Kurt out one time and laughed. I am 5'7", and Herbstreit is huge.
Yeah.
Oh, Herbie.
Played quarterback, too, so he's not a short-statured man by any stretch of the imagination.
I'll never forget. I mean, it was funny. Those when College Game Day came in 2019
Oh,
for the
man.
Ohio State Nebraska game. Putting the game beside, and even the fact that we all camped, because I would have been a freshman in college that year that they came, and putting away all the camping out the entire night and things like that. We walked up because when the bus showed up, I was walking around the stadium on my way to class, and you have Kirk Herbstreit, you have Reese Davis, and you have Tom Rinaldi all doing interviews just in 3 little pockets, just on the sidewalk. And you look to the right, and it's Tom Rinaldi, or it's Gene Wojnarowski and Maria Taylor at the time. Marty Smith was in town. You just have all
Desmond,
Desmond
Was Bear there?
Yeah, later he was
Bear.
there. But I'm sitting there going, man, this is pretty sweet. Like, they're just chilling here, and you can just go up to them and you can just talk to them. And I'll never forget, somebody asked Kirk a question that was like, what do you think Scott Frost is going to get it done? He's like, I think Scott's the perfect fit for this thing. And now looking back here, obviously revisionist history, but
I remember driving.
And Nebraska got obliterated the next day.
Yeah.
So.
My boys, 2 things. My boys were there early. And because UNL's, they're allowing beverages on campus. In fact, they were encouraging it because I guess particular game day said, hey, man, make it a party atmosphere. So they were out there early.
Yeah.
Second thing I remember, I'm in St. Louis, and it was you and Rico on the show talking about one famous sports reporter mentioning that Nebraska could win maybe 2 or 3 championships under Frost. What was that guy's name?
Oh, it's Tim Brando.
Tim Brando, yes. I'll never forget. I'm leaving. I just got gas in a rental car
He just signed a new contract
in St. Louis, and I heard you guys trying to find it because I think you guys were trying to tweet him or something like that too.
Yeah, no, Tim Brando at the start of in 2018 in the Akron game, the one that ended up getting canceled.
Yeah,
he called Scott Frost the next Nick Saban. And he was like, I think Nebraska, he's like, I firmly believe Scott Frost is going to take Nebraska back to a championship level football program.
But I think a lot of people thought that.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
nobody was just as vocal as Tim Brando was on a national
I was like,
level.
Whoa.
On a national level.
But I thought at the time it was the perfect fit, but it shows you sometimes it doesn't work out. One reason or sometimes it doesn't work out. But
the best part I remember about college game day is the camping out. It was the worst thing ever.
Was it cold the night before?
It wasn't cold. We were playing football in the Memorial Stadium parking lot, which was a blast. Yeah. And at one point, we all thought that they pulled up the football buses. They rolled up the 2 football buses at the same time. And we were like, holy crap. And this was like at 1 a.m. And we were like, holy crap. The team and coaches are here. They're coming to hang out. But nobody got out of the bus. And then we thought it was Dwayne Wade for a moment because we were like, oh, Dwayne Wade's the guest picker. Maybe D. Wade's coming to hang out.
D. Wade going to play pickup football in the parking lot with us?
The thing I noticed the most about that Ohio State game, besides the outcome, how much bigger they were.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was just like, I mean, it was glaring how much bigger they are. Like, this is not going to bode well.
Yeah, no, that game day was rough also because people were chucking Monster Energy drinks, full Monster Energy drinks in the crowd. Like they were chucking Hostess donuts. Yeah, you were having to put your shield up or your sign.
The intensity was there that day.
No. I kid you not. So there were people chucking full gallons of milk. They were bursting on the ground. It was intense because
I remember that day. It was like the fans showed out that day.
It was like it's like all the students. It was probably like 5:30, and we were all like in line. We had my group had been there since 10:15 early the morning before, and we were all hanging out. And at like 5 a.m. all of a sudden we hear the gates are open. And so everybody just rushes to the gates to find out that they weren't open. Somebody was joking and fooled everybody. So now we're just in this giant clump. Can't get in until 6:45, and it's 5:10 a.m. So we're in this giant clump. So people are starting to chuck stuff, and now it's like split into 2. And so you have one side that's chucking one thing. Then it's like, all right, they're coming back. They're going to retaliate. So you put your shield up. I remember a full Monster got bursted on my sign. It burst on my sign. It hit my cardboard sign, and it burst.
It was a good thing you had the sign.
That's all.
Stitches, buddy.
There was somebody yelling "Shields up," and so every time you heard "Shields up" on your side,
Shields
put
up
it up until you waited to hear it.
It's like the movie 300.
Yeah, I remember
it was intense that day.
I remember game day back. I think it was '95, I believe, and Corso was here, and they had the electronic bowl down in the North Bottoms. And after the game got over with, they got him to go down
No
to
way.
the neighborhoods in the North Bottoms.
Who's that?
Lee Corso.
Oh, back in the day?
And he rode the electronic bull down in the North Bottoms.
Jeez. That's awesome. No, I mean, it was one of those things. Then I stayed for, I think, the first hour of game day, and then I was dead. I was dead because you can't see anything.
Yeah.
It was I was in what they call it the pit, right?
The pit.
Which is like the big area that they always show on TV. And I was probably like in the third row or something in the pit. But the problem is people don't understand that there's the TV above that we see is what is on TV.
Right.
So when there's a story going on, you don't have to hold up your sign. But people are nonstop holding up their signs, so you cannot see anything. And I'm like, I'm all about that when the camera's showing us.
Yeah.
But when there's a 3-minute story going on from Tom Rinaldi and nobody is talking anywhere, you're holding up your sign.
Yeah.
And you can't see anything. So I went home and I fell asleep.
Nice.
You know, they've done a heck of a job the whole time since game day came about. You know, the only sad thing about game day is just seeing Lee Corso. He's just not Lee Corso anymore. After he had that stroke, the short segments. But it's called Father Time, man. You can't do it forever. You know, there's that old
Unless
picture.
you're Tom Brady.
Yeah. There's that old picture I got. It's me and Tyrone Williams from Nebraska cornerback. We're holding the microphone.
Oh yeah,
for Lee Corso,
the Orange Bowl,
the ESPN microphone there, man. That was really cool. And just think, shoot, we were all young, man. It was 30 plus years ago. Game Day's done a heck of a job branding over the years, that's for sure, man.
So
that's for sure.
Big Noon is catching up though. Fox Big Noon.
Yeah,
I
would agree. They are definitely making up ground. They are definitely making up.
It'll
ground.
be interesting to see if Pat McAfee comes back to Game Day this fall too.
They have to. They have to.
He's got a huge following, man.
He's got such a large.
He showed up at WrestleMania.
Did he?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Man,
well, folks, we are going to talk. It is Masters Week, as Raff mentioned. He woke up this morning feeling like it was Christmas Eve.
Christmas morning. It's time. Par 3.
The Masters is this weekend. Starts tomorrow. Officially starts tomorrow, but also the Par 3 competition will be today. We'll talk Masters. We'll talk Husker football. Also, we'll talk. Have the PGA players and those players, have they buried the hatchet? Because I heard that you still feel it there. You still feel it, but I think the media does more of a bigger deal than the players actually do. It's like, stay out of my wallet.
All right, we will send it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7. Take it.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
This is Jay Foreman. I wore gear to protect my health on the football field, and I'm protecting it now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.org.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is hiring. They are looking for a garage door installation and service technician with a clean driving record. Experience is not required as they will train for the positions. However, mechanical aptitude is required. If you want to come be a part of a small business where you're family, not just an employee, call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today to apply at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840. Steve's Garage Doors and Services. Spring Sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln by offering a number of services. From group for special needs to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. So hire. If you're looking for a more rural career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Chances are you've tried fruitcake before. Chances are it looked pretty weird. Lots of colors that didn't really exist in nature. Chances are it tasted weird. Chances are you need to try fruitcake again. Grandma's fruitcake from Beatrice Bakery. None of that weird stuff you didn't like, just real fruit, premium nuts, and delicious flavor combination of brandy, bourbon, and rum to meld all that together. See for yourself. Grandma's fruitcake from Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
At first, I was really nervous and excited to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go out and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sauter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Guys, when I first started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, I weighed in at over 300 pounds. Now, less than a year later, I'm under 200 pounds for the first time since high school. I'm stronger, I'm healthy, and it all began with the Farrell's 10-week challenge. 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and guided nutrition coaching to help you reach your fitness goals. The 10-week challenge begins on April 8th. If you're wanting to change your life like I have, head to theticketfm.com and click on Enroll Now on the homepage. Plus, get a promo code for a discount just for ticket listeners. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Guys, it's really happening. A live morning remote. Join Early Break and The Drive from 6 to 10 a.m. on Thursday and Friday at Double Eagle Golf on West Hill for the first 2 days of the Masters. Bloody Marys, simulator golf, and the Masters. What's better than that? Double Eagle Golf in the Kinetic Sports Complex on West Street.
Hi, Sean Callahan, Koppel Chevrolet GMC. It's truck month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra light duty and new Silverado light duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel. So do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck. So stop on in or visit us online at koppelcars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with approved credit.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415 or online at ambitionelectric.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It's Wednesday. Nebraska yesterday had their, eighth practice of spring, I believe, yesterday. Yeah. Halfway through, I believe. Yeah. We got some football talk. We had some coaches talking yesterday. We had special teams coach speak, running backs coach speak.
Brian Buschini changing his number.
Brian Buschini changed his number.
What did he change it to?
18.
After a old quarterback that used to play here from Goodland, Kansas.
Absolutely. The late Brooke Behringer. There's a lot that's going to happen with Nebraska football. We're going to talk a lot more about that at the 9 o'clock summit, but just kind of just leading into it right now. There is, because we still, like I said, that 85 numbers is one that still looms in my head.
Yeah.
You know, getting it down to 85 scholarships because it's at 85. Is it still at 98 right now?
Yeah, up to as far as we know publicly, yes.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
I don't change anything until it's public.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to talk a lot more about that 9 o'clock. What I do want to talk about is, I know it's been shared a little bit, the return of Jazz Shelley decided she is coming back. How big is that for the program, you guys?
Huge.
I mean, here it's something that you can always gauge it off of how other teams view it as well. You know, if it's one of those things that's like, okay, she's back, or oh no, now it's somebody that we have to deal with again. I mean, this is somebody that regularly has double doubles and is close to triple doubles. I mean, how many times throughout the season do we hear, Jazz Shelley's already up to 8 assists and 7 rebounds in the first half, and she also has 7 points. Like, she is one of those players that she does everything well. She does everything so well, and she's well versed.
And you got 2 McDonald's All-Americans coming in.
Yeah, 2 McDonald's All-Americans coming in. Just really good talent coming in.
They should be good to go. They're pretty solid.
I mean, obviously you lose your leading point guard in Sam Hybe, but there was big minutes from Callan Hake this year. There were big minutes from Maggie Mendelson as well, and Alexis Markowski took a little bit of a step back, but I think there's no worry there.
Right. You look at this roster now. Okay, obviously Isabel Bourne's gone.
Yep.
Trinity Brady's gone. Kendall Coley is only going to be a junior. I mean, she's a junior. Obviously Hybe's gone, but you got Kaylin Hakey that'll be there. Am I pronouncing that right, Nick? Callan Hake, who's only a freshman. Maddie Kroll's only a junior. Markowski's just a sophomore. Maggie Middleton's only just a freshman. Moriarty, she's a sophomore, the one that stepped in and played decent for Hybe. Of course, and then the huge thing, Annika Stewart's back. Allison Widener's back, and then the 2 All-Americans, McDonald's All-Americans that you'll have in there. Yeah. And then, like you said, you mentioned Jazz coming back is huge. I mean, this is a very young team still that we all know there's some games that they're looking, even as we speak, going, how do we let that one get away? But you hopefully use it for fuel for next year coming up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and I think the biggest one, on top of Jazz Shelley coming back, Allison Widener being healthy, it cannot be understated how crucial she is.
She was out, 6 games this year?
Yes. Well, she was out a lot more than that because she got hurt earlier in the year. I want to say Enrico would probably knows. She got hurt against Kansas in that triple overtime game.
Okay.
I want to say that they won near the beginning of the year, if I remember correctly, and she didn't play since then. So that was prior to conference play. But she's just that tough, grinded out, the gritty, the nasty, just the physical type of player that every team kind of needs. She's capable of taking it to the rim through traffic and fighting through contact. She's also she's not afraid to get into the mess, into the piles, and every team I think needs that. And Allison Widener. Plus, it's also fun to cheer for because she's from Humphrey St. Francis.
Yeah.
So there's also that state of Nebraska connection as well that you're like, all right, yeah, it makes it even easier to cheer for a person like Allison.
You know, Unknown Texture says Markowski needs to take another step forward. She's a big key to our success. Jazz being back is huge, but don't sleep on the importance of Markowski to success. And Nick, you just
100%.
mentioned that too. I mean, Markowski is one that can really, depending on what happens over the summer, you know, I know she's going to work hard. It's in her pedigree.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to work hard. It's in her pedigree, in her DNA. She's going to work hard. But she is, you look at the Big Ten teams that go, that are in the top, that top 5, they all have big ladies in the paint.
Yeah.
That can put in work.
Well,
you look at Iowa.
Yeah.
Championship game. I forget their big girl's name, number 5.
Cesano.
Yeah, she is a terror, man.
Yeah.
You know, we can go on down the board. You know, Maryland, Rutgers, the top tier teams, they always have a presence.
Yeah,
Indiana,
Indiana
absolutely.
Indiana, I'm blanking on her name, but she had that forward. They had that forward that was up for Player of the Year nominations as well. But I mean, here's the deal: we have to remember. So Markowski wins Big Ten Freshman of the Year 2 years ago, and obviously there's high expectations there.
Yeah.
I think it's not normal necessarily, but it's okay if you don't live up right away to that. I mean, because I think we were all expecting, all right, it's going to be an all Big Ten, all first team Big Ten type of year for her.
Correct.
And there's not going to be any sort of speed bumps along the way. And if there are, she's going to be able to get over them. Here's the deal. I think it was maybe just a normal sophomore year where more people know about her, more people are aware of what her game is. And on top of that, counteracting what's her response to people shutting down her best move?
Yeah.
Her footwork is really good, and she has a great right hand, but around the rim where she excels, when teams take that away, what are you able to do? And she usually is able to hit the three, but when she's not able to extend that range a little bit, or she gets into foul trouble early on in the physical Big Ten, then that's where you kind of start to hurt yourself.
You know what? You're spot on, Nick. And I'd also say this, though. I think she would be the first to tell you, although the team's caught up, you're not saying caught up to her, but got to know more of her game to realize this girl is a legit threat. She would probably be the first to tell you there was a lot of missed shots, missed shots.
I agree.
That's going to be the thing this summer, man, is just under the paint over and over, taking hits with those foam things where they hit you over time when you're going up strong. Because there was a lot of buckets she missed that she would tell you there's no reason for me to miss that.
Next year that you're going to expect more out of her, not only because she's going to be a junior now, but also without Izzy Bourne. That's somebody that she is now used to playing with down low for 2 years. And Izzy's always been the older one, and she's always been the younger one. Now that's going to flip. Izzy's no longer there. As she goes back to Australia, Alexis is now going to be the old head in the room, the older person, the upperclassman that now an Annika Stewart or a Kendall Moriarty is going to look on.
Even more important that she stays out of foul trouble next year, because we don't have Izzy Bourne to fall back on, or vice versa. So, that's going to be after something. The basketball IQ have to make smarter decisions down there, too, as well.
No, I completely agree.
I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what's going to what they do in the offseason. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, folks, we come back. We are not going to sing history. I do not want to.
Yes, we are.
Singing it. You guys, we want to really bludgeon the listeners' ears.
Here's the deal.
It actually did not sound as bad as we thought.
Here's the deal, AD. So we have to decide whether or not you guys want to use the rendition of yesterday, or if we just want to try to really focus.
We want to really
and
focus.
Record one today, or record it, say it over the air, and we could just clip it and use it every single day.
Oh boy,
we just got to focus. We'll be okay.
Let's talk about it during the break.
We got this. Maybe we do a practice one during the break. All right, we're going to send it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7, The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Peace Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planting season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Welcome back, Husker fans. Eustace Body Shop is happy to welcome the best fans in college football back to Lincoln. With gold-class certified service, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop can call the right place to keep you in the game. Whether it's in Lincoln at 88th and Highway 2 or at any of our other 5 locations across Nebraska, Eustace Body Shop can help get you back on the road. Go Big Red.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
This is Jay Foreman. When I played football for Nebraska and in the NFL, I wore protective gear to safeguard my health. Today, I'm not only protecting my health, but everyone in our community by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Update your protection with the bivalent COVID vaccine while it's still free. Find out more at healthylincoln.org. That's healthylincoln.org.
Spring is here. It's time to get back outside and into proper shoes this year. Brown Shoe Fit is the place to buy this spring with their sale on athletic shoes. Get $10 off any athletic shoes $105 and under, and get $15 off any shoe over $105. Choose from respected brands like Hoka, Brooks, New Balance, On, and 361 Running. And don't forget the trendy Hey Dudes. A new shipment just arrived for the season. Start your spring off right at Brown Shoe Fit, just south of 66 and Q in Lincoln.
Guys, when I first started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, I weighed in at over 300 pounds. Now, less than a year later, I'm under 200 pounds for the first time since high school. I'm stronger, I'm healthier, and it all began with the Farrell's 10-week challenge. 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and guided nutrition coaching to help you reach your fitness goals. Their next 10-week challenge begins on April 8th. If you're wanting to change your life like I have, head to theticketfm.com and click on Enroll Now on the homepage. Plus, get a promo code for a discount just for ticket listeners. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. It's The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket It is Wednesday. AD, do you know what time it is?
Oh boy. Time to bust a bunch of listeners' eardrums.
Here, what I'll do is I'll turn down the mic volume a little bit. So that way, if we really get into it
will be fine.
Drown people out.
All right, so we're stopping where?
We're stopping right after the chorus, just like
Right
we normally
after the
do.
chorus.
Yep. So we have the lyrics pulled up.
So the first two paragraphs.
Okay.
And here's the deal. I'm gonna turn myself down because I want to make sure that the levels are.
You can turn mine up because I'm going to just bring it.
I'm gonna turn Raff down. So this is.
I got to hear a little bit more so I can hear myself harmonize.
Okay. Well, you got to turn your.
Oh yeah.
headphone
Oh
volume
yeah.
up.
I'm good.
Okay, so this is a huge opportunity for us to nail it down.
Yep.
And
One
that way
take.
we never have to actually sing it
Yeah,
live on air.
we can always
once
just
again.
play it.
We can always just play it.
We got
and we can
this.
always mute our headphones if we need to.
So you want me to hit like a now punting and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and then bring it?
I think we just go naturally.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's time for Sam Cook to bring us.
I just don't feel as confident. You're like, come on, AD.
I've never seen AD this nervous.
Come on, AD. You got this.
Man, it's a lot different, man.
You got this.
Okay, folks, now.
You got this.
AD's like scooting in and out from his chair. He's like,
AD is nervous right now. He sings
Sweaty
all
palms.
the time,
Yeah.
and he's nervous.
Yeah, but this is a legend right here, man.
This is, well, there's no background either.
Yeah, it's like straight acapella, you know?
It sounds a lot better when you got the instrumental, but we can't say the instrumental.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
So here we go.
Well, folks, here goes nothing. This moment to stay in history. We're going to attempt to sing a Sam
We're about to make history.
Now
We're about to make history.
punting.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Don't
Know
know
much
much
about history.
Oh.
Oh my.
Fella,
AD.
we got to bring it tight. Don't know much about history. Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad.
What's up now?
That's right.
Take that, Lincoln,
Give us
Nebraska.
a radio, Sugar Raymond. Text line.
Oh,
What is that?
big
10,
red.
4, 6, 5, 6. Song of the day.
Oh,
Our own rendition.
We just nailed it. Cut that, and play that all the time.
You know what? We kind of nailed it on that one. We never have to do it again.
Never again. Never again. All right.
Hey, Reverend Doug from Lincoln says, I just picture you guys serenading a lady outside her window. No, that's called a pee-pee tom. Chase B, appreciate it. He says so much. He
Matt
says
Hop.
so much better than yesterday.
Matt Hop, very nice guy.
We are back.
Together nicely. We had Matt Hop singing along.
Hey, Ron, sexual chocolate.
We are back. Sam Cook is back.
Or turning in his grave.
I'm gonna have to... Well, the good news, guys, is we're gonna be able to hear that after this segment.
Oh,
We're
it'll
gonna
be
able
great.
to turn it back.
Okay.
Maybe we just run it back again.
Yeah, maybe we can listen to it together and critique.
Oh, man.
You're going to Hollywood.
You got this. Now they got the platinum ticket. You guys got the platinum ticket. You can skip the first round.
Hey, you guys missed. Maybe you said it yesterday. I guess I wasn't here for history. Did you talk about the NFL Europe yesterday?
Ooh, the first game?
You guys? Did you
No,
miss
but
that
talk
one?
about that.
So yesterday in 1998, the rebranded NFL Europe kicked off their season.
Nice.
The league included future NFL starters such as Kurt Warner, James Harrison, Dante Hall, Brad Johnson, Adam Vinatieri, Jake Delhomme, John Kitna, and David Akers.
Nice.
Dude, all those names, too.
You guys know in the original NFL Europe, John Elway's dad, Jack, was the coach of the Frankfurt Galaxy.
Oh, boy.
Really?
Here we
That's
go.
crazy.
Here we go. Here we go. I knew somehow Elway, Broncos, somebody was going to enter their way
Easy.
into the fray.
That was teeing me up, baby, and I hit it off that
gosh.
tee. Wow.
Oh, man.
I'm so glad we got to hear that today.
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You your damn man.
In U.S. Masters golf history, 1959, 23rd U.S. Masters tournament, Augusta National. Arwald Jr.
Can't read it on air, but that is hilarious.
Shout out to 9597. We try our best.
That is awesome.
Let me see.
We'll just say this. Sam Cooke is turning over in his grave.
I just seen that.
That's the text of the day,
Text of the day.
9597.
Wish we could say the whole thing. In 59, Augusta National, Art Wall Jr. wins by 1 stroke from Kerry Middlecoff for this only PGA Tour major victory. You think about that's all he needed, because once you is it a lifetime exemption for the Masters?
Yes.
Yeah, you win the Masters once.
Win it, you're there all the time.
You're in for no matter what. Baseball history, 1925, Yankees whip Dodgers in exhibition game 69, but Babe Ruth collapses in NC due to an ulcer. Good Lord, Babe Ruth.
That was quite the ulcer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
A couple beverages were
Yeah.
taken down in Lower Manhattan the night before.
Yeah, I think he may have had something else going on there, man. Must have had something going on there. Husker history. Actually, I'm going to go to NBA. 1990, John Stockton reaches 1,000 assist mark for NBA record 3 years in a row. John Stockton, in my opinion, guys, is still one of the most underappreciated point guards in NBA history, in my opinion, man. John Stockton was a bad boy, man. 1992, the Tradition Senior Men's Golf. GC at Desert Mountain. Lee Trevino wins his second Champions Tour by 1 stroke from Jack Nicklaus. Looking at I know we'll get more into this on the next segment. We talk more about the Masters more in depth. But just looking at some of the pictures online of the Champions Dinner, it shows you how them dudes are getting up there in age, man.
Yeah.
They are getting up there in age,
And,
including Tiger.
It also is hilarious because
Tiger.
I see
You leave him out of that.
I see Dustin Johnson in the far left corner, and I'm like, man, I really wonder. Now that I saw the Full Swing documentary,
yeah,
you really some of those guys and how they view about the PGA and how the PGA feels about some of the guys in Live.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I wonder how awkward it is. It's at a dinner like that.
Yeah, we're going to talk a lot more about that.
Who is DJ sitting by to avoid conflict? Because that is not a place.
Phil Mickelson, they said he didn't say a whole lot at all.
That is not a place that you bring something like that up.
Yeah.
So I mean, who's Dustin sitting by?
So, fellas, let's just address the elephant in the room. What do you think, Jack?
I just wanted to know if the chocolate chip cookie came a la mode. That's all I had. I just wanted to know, do you get ice cream with that chocolate chip cookie or not?
Well, in 93, Husker history, the Miami Dolphins acquired former Husker first-round draft pick Husker receiver Irving Fryer. From the Patriots. You think about it, Irving played a long time. What, 17 years?
17 or 18?
17, 18 years in the pros as a wide receiver from a running school.
Yeah.
It shows you the freak of nature. And Irving still looks like he could play. The dude is still cut up. Is doing well. But Husker history, when we come back, folks, on the other side of a word from our sponsors and partnerships, we're going to talk the Masters. A lot of deep detail about the Masters, going deeper. And also Husker football. They got a lot of quarterbacks in that room.
Yep.
And some things are going to have to change.
Yep. And happy birthday to Pop Warner. Happy birthday, Pop.
Yeah, Pop Warner. Yeah. Pop Warner football. I was like, first I didn't know what you're talking about. Like,
Pop Warner.
Yeah, okay, happy birthday.
Pop Warner's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy
But
birthday.
there may be some people who don't know who Pop Warner is, though. So who's Pop Warner, Raff?
He was a great coach back in the day and a college coach. I think he was at Georgia also, and he was a decent football player. So, but
also the genesis of Pop Warner football. Where that came from?
The Pop.
Absolutely.
To answer Thomas Magnum's question, what did I miss? Are you guys not allowed to play the actual song anymore? This is better anyway. Yeah, unfortunately, copyright. There's people trying to get money. We don't want to pay money.
Yeah, we can't play because every time we play that song, we'd have to pay some coin.
Yeah,
and that gets expensive.
So that's why we sang it a cappella. We can't even play instrumental behind it. I would have loved to have instrumental behind it.
We'll check the feed. We'll check the feed at the break. We'll get that all straightened out.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
We'll check with it.
We'll
Thanks,
get our
Carvalho.
fix.
Just appreciate you.
The way we roll. All right, this is The Drive, 93.7. Take it.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and properties. Experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Spring is here, and it's time to wake up Judson. Judson Irrigation is eager and ready to get your sprinkler system up and running for the season. Judson's technicians will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler heads, and show you how to set your controller for effective sprinkling coverage. The Judson Irrigation team is here for you. Stay safe.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is hiring. They are looking for a garage door installation and service technician with clean driving record. Experience is required as they will train for the positions. However, mechanical aptitude is required. If you want to come be a part of a small business where you're family, not just an employee, call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today to apply at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840. Steve's Garage Doors and Services.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we were definitely Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
Public schools are the cornerstones of our communities, and it's communities that ensure students have great public schools. I'm Jetty Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Learning happens at home, in school, and everywhere in between. We all have a role to play in supporting student learning in the classroom and beyond. Help us make this the best school year yet.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Veterans, do you know what local, state, and federal benefits and services you're eligible to receive? Do you want help navigating the application or appeals process? Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. You've served our country, now let us serve you. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $1 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today to be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
The Empire brand is growing with ESC fabrication and sandblasting. ESC is your place for custom handrails, industrial and commercial painting, and more. ESC provides custom welding for aluminum and stainless steel and media blasting of all sorts. ESC is great attention to detail. They stick to deadlines and keep within your budget. If you can dream it, they can make it. Contact ESC Fabrication and Sandblasting in Waverly today at 531-207-9329.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This Easter, focus on your family instead of dishes with the Venue Easter to-go meals. Prepared fresh in-house by our chefs, these meals are ready to heat and eat with packages for 2 to 3 people or 6 to 8 and your choice of juicy beef tenderloin, tasty herb-roasted chicken, or our famous pepper-crusted prime rib. All meal packages come with sides, and we have additional add-ons available to complete your feast. Order today at venuedelivered.com/Easter. That's venuedelivered.com/Easter.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Skies will gradually clear, but it will be chilly. It will be windy. Northwest winds could gust over 35 through most of the day. We'll reach an afternoon high of around 47. Tonight, mainly clear, a low down to around 24. The warm-up begins tomorrow, mainly sunny by the afternoon with a high approaching 60. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former arena quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 theticketfm.com.
Don't know much about free. Don't know much about me. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen,
every morning at 8:45.
we have ourselves a song. And you can hire us for weddings. Just let us know. We only got one song in the arsenal right now. Not even a song. We got a quarter of a song.
Oh, see,
Thomas
all
Lincoln
the
says,
haters.
stop, God, stop. Brian T says, worst rendition ever.
Oh, man.
That boy good. You must be crazy.
They'll probably be like calls coming in for us to go out
guys,
and do.
here's one thing you have to remember, and I got told this by somebody right when I got into radio. The people that don't like you are going to be the loudest. And the people that do like you don't say anything at all.
Or vice versa.
So here's the deal. All the people that hate us, they're going to seem like there's a lot of them because that's the only people that's going to be texting in. But you got to remember, there's thousands of other people that are listening that love us.
We love you, Cheeseburger. We'll sing to you anytime.
Chase B
anytime.
says, can't tell the difference to you guys in the real thing.
Are there any songs out there you would like us to try?
For a one-time payment of $19.99.
You can have the whole album.
Now available on Amazon Prime.
Do we come out with an album? I mean, is that next?
Should we come out with an album?
Oh, the album cover would be tremendous.
It would be us at Jake's. Let's be honest. Us at Jake's. Raff is 10 vodka cranberries deep. Or vodka Red Bulls deep. But wait, there's more.
Tom,
Call now, and you get an autographed copy.
Oh,
and an opportunity to play 9 holes of golf at Jamaica.
Oh, and then unknown texture says, what about the people that are in between? I thought you guys were somewhere between terrible and not bad.
I know. Well, here's the deal, 6153. I'll give you another chance to listen because here we are with 101.
While on break, we recorded our second song.
Hey, we're doing work today. I think we can take the rest of the week off.
Oh, man. Jack Russell says, good Lord. I turn on the radio and hear you guys singing. I bet he'd give you some help.
You sing like champs.
Oh, man.
Oh,
It could have been a lot worse.
That's the beauty of it.
Could have been a lot better, though.
That's the beauty of it. Well, the beauty of this week
I don't know, Luffy. I don't know.
We're taking a lot of
taking a lot of requests on the hit line.
It sounds so bad. We're getting a lot. Hey, sing this, sing this.
Ooh, a Christmas album.
Which song would you like to hear murdered? Send us your text.
Blame it on the rain. Yeah.
Oh, man.
There'll be one song on the album that features Rico. It'll be like, hey, this one is Rico's and featuring in this one.
Like, hit it, little fella.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Rosanna.
This is a good one. Thomas Lincoln. Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we?
Rico does not want to be friends. Well, something that looked a little interesting from the Masters. Again, the Live Tour, the PGA players. I think it's more the media makes a bigger deal than the players should, because here's the thing. Once you step up to the tee, the last thing I'm thinking about is Live player or PGA player. I'm thinking about winning. And if your mind is on anything else other than that the whole year plan, Augusta will eat you up fast. And your day will be over before you can finish your round. At that point, you're just out there just playing. You know what I'm saying? So,
but at least if you're a Live player, you still got your money to go back to.
Yeah, if you're a PGA player, you produce.
You better do those cuts.
Yeah, I got to make the cuts. Some quick notes about it.
Yikes!
What's that?
The weather. Have you guys seen this?
Oh, it does not look good for
that
Augusta.
Looks rough.
The weather outside
read that real
is
fast.
frightful.
I just look at him. He's like, sorry. It's like a teacher in school. You look at him when they're talking. Sorry. Thursday is a 24% chance of rain. It's cleared up a little bit. They're going to play that one.
What time Thursday? What time would that rain?
It doesn't tell us. Just says
right when Tiger tees off.
Thursday is looking largely cloudy, and while a stray shower or storm is possible, the chance of rain is at most 24% as of Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday morning. But Friday through Sunday is looking much more worse. Here are the chances of rain. Friday, 60% in the day, 90% at night. Saturday, 100% in the day, 80% at night. Sunday, 80% in the day, 24% at night.
The Masters will end on Monday.
Yeah, there'll be some delays, man. I'll be shocked if there's not some delays. Because they're not going to have them tear that course up if the rain's coming down pretty hard. If it's a mist, that's one thing.
So it's going to be on Thursday, it'll be about 85 degrees.
Ah, yeah, nice.
The weekend will cool down by at least 30 degrees temperature-wise, but the entire Masters is predicted to see humidity of 70-90%. So you're looking at 55 to 65 degrees.
Wow,
that
amazing.
ball is not going to – it's going to – you're going to – here's the deal. You're going to need to shoot low on Thursday.
Yeah, you better.
Because that ball's not going to fly. And I see a lot of the guys, if they have – if they have a 3-stroke, 4-stroke lead, you're not going to want to take many risks on Saturday.
Bring your pullovers.
Yeah, and that course is so it'll penalize you if you try to get greedy on it. Yeah. It will definitely penalize you. Only 3 men in history have successfully defended victory at Augusta National Golf Club. It was Jack Nicklaus in 1966, Nick Faldo in 1990, Tiger Woods in 2022. I'm really getting pissed off at your outbursts when I'm trying to read things about. You're singing songs I don't want to hear anymore.
These text messages are hilarious.
I'm out. I'm done. I'm done.
He's gone. He's going to record his own album.
He's got to go back.
There's always that one guy in the music group that has to break off,
For the success of the rest of the group, there's one guy. It's the addition by subtraction.
Thanks, Beyonce. Thanks, Justin.
They're not doing too bad financially.
Yeah. Oh, here. And now, little man. Come on, Rico. I turned on your mic.
Oh, he is not happy right now.
He's got a bat in his hand.
No.
He goes, "What's up?"
I didn't hear. I didn't hear what you said.
I didn't hear what you said.
Here's the deal, Rico. I've seen you swing a baseball bat, and I'm not scared.
I don't need to swing it back correctly.
I just got to connect.
All I got to do is
once again, I've seen you swing a baseball bat, and I do not.
I just got to connect with. I just got to connect with the side of your knee.
Nah, come on.
That's all it is.
Come on. I need to be able to golf.
Exactly. So which one of you're starting a music group?
No.
3-person music group?
There's rumor of maybe a music group.
We just need to be signed.
And a Christmas album.
So we'll just go Jonas Brothers. Which one are you guys? Who's Joe? Who's Nick? Who's Kevin?
I'm probably Nick.
I have no idea.
I mean,
choose
either. I'll be Joe.
Okay.
You're Kevin.
Kevin.
That sucks.
So is that good?
It's okay. Kevin has the hottest wife. It's okay.
It's all right.
It's true.
Do I still have no wife?
No, he's married to Priyanka Chopra.
I have
Oh,
Chopra.
way to go,
Who is
Priyanka
that?
Chopra.
That's a real name?
Yeah.
She's a model.
Priyanka
She's an
Chopra.
actress.
Hello.
Actress.
Okay. That's a real name.
Am I
That's a
married
real
to
name.
anyone, or am I just?
You're married to a girl from what is her name? I don't remember her name. She's an actress. I think she was in
Nice.
Game of Thrones.
Nice.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
Is it Sophie Turner? Congratulations.
Sophie Turner.
Thank you.
Crowbait says, come on, guys, include Rico. It can be called 3.5 Men.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
no. It's okay.
Rico, that's
It's okay.
Time
No,
out.
Did you
it's
hear-
okay. Keep it going.
Did you see IQ?
Rico's like, keep it going. Get that bag going.
Come on, keep it going. It's okay.
Did you see the reason for my outburst? IQ Cruise text.
I love these jokes. They're great.
I just want to get back to the Masters.
Oh, sorry.
Rico exploded.
Keep the short jokes coming.
I can't help it that the text line's amazing today.
Let me see.
3.5 men.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. Garbologist, we're gonna hit on that point too. We're gonna hit on the point. Crowbait says I love you, Rico, and he does, man.
Thank you, Crowbait.
He loves you, man.
That makes
At
one.
least his dad says soft conditions will make it interesting. Greens will be soft and slower. The thing about this, you guys, the last people to repeat this, like I said, was Tiger Woods in 2002. Only 3 men in history have successfully defended their titles.
Scotty
Obviously.
Scheffler.
And well, in the post-pandemic era, Scheffler has replaced Brooks Koepka. Now think about that, y'all. And we watched. It was on the documentary on Netflix.
Full swing.
Brooks. It was almost sad to see him that much. I mean, he's just seemed lost.
Yeah.
But golf can do that. I mean, besides, I'm trying to figure it out. I can't say baseball slump because I never played baseball at a high level. Heck, I don't play golf at a high level either, but I don't do anything at a high level as far as that goes. But
You sing at a high level.
no, not that either. Sometimes it's high. But it's like no other thing. It's like the yips in golf when you're trying to putt. You just can't. I mean, we've seen all of them struggle before. Koepka just looks like he's just lost his game mentally.
Yeah.
You know, where he's just.
I think a lot of that too was he just wasn't healthy. So
Yeah.
I think he'll do somewhat decent, I think, this weekend.
If you want to have a sleeper pick without really having a sleeper, it's Rory McIlroy.
No, he's completing that Grand Slam.
Well,
How much do you want to bet?
I'm gonna.
He's gonna do good.
I bet that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a
Not a
chance to
sleeper
win.
though.
A guy, everybody's talking John Rahm. Everybody's talking.
You know what
Sky
though?
Scheffler.
I can see what you're saying on. I see what you're
It's
saying
a
on
guy-
Raff.
he
And
hasn't-
that
he hasn't won a
no one's
major.
really talking about Roy a lot right now. Have you
Rory
noticed that?
Rory hasn't won a major.
You've heard a lot
in
about
so
John
long.
Rahm. You've heard a lot about Scheffler, of course, because he won it.
Yeah.
You heard, of course, you're always going to hear about Tiger. He moves the needle. Heath, you always hear about them. JT.
Yeah, Rory,
I'm all Scotty Rory.
well, here's
Those
the
are
deal.
my
No.
two.
Here's
I'd
the
love
deal.
to see Rory get it done.
Rory hasn't won a major in so long.
Well, check this out. Check this out.
He has not won a major in so long.
Since the beginning of 2020, Scheffler has combined 44 under in them, 17 strokes better than any other player. The most significant change to the course
Number 13
is number 13. The tees have been moved back 35 yards, it says on the master site. Let's pull this up tomorrow. This is the first the tees have been shifted for the famed par 5 in 21 years. I didn't know that hole has not been messed with in over 20 years.
Well, you know when they messed with it the first time, why they messed with it.
Oh yeah, tried to Tiger proof it,
Yep.
and he just ate it up anyway.
Yeah.
Now here's to your point here, Nick. Each of the 5 men to win a career Grand Slam got the final leg of it in 3 tries or fewer. This week is the 9th time Rory has arrived in Augusta, needing a green jacket to join that club of immortals. Dude,
he wants it.
I didn't realize the time he had a chance to win it was that 2013, 14, when he went way left. I know about going left, Raff. Hey, Deemer's hit it's left. Dude, you haven't hit the ball yet. We'll share that off the record.
You won't tell anyone about that. No one knows about AD going left.
He lost it there, kind of like when Jordan Spieth on hole 15, where he ended up with like an 8 or a 9 or something. He could not get the ball over the water to save his life. Yeah. Rory has not been the same at Augusta. Yeah. Been in contention like that since then. I forget what year that was. He snap hooked it to the left.
Well, I'll say I'm not sure. Remember the year, but what I will say is I felt like a little bit of that bear jumped off his back on the final hole of last year.
Well,
when he holed out and he had so much joy, like he did not win the tournament, but he
enjoyed the game.
But and I felt like that was like a turning point for him. Why I thought maybe this year,
from a psychological standpoint,
like it's like I'm going to enjoy this a little bit. I put too much pressure on myself, so I think he's going to have a good year this year.
That's what's fascinating about last year is he shot 8 under in that final round, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
He shot 8.
He holed out on 18. That was amazing.
I think he shot 64 that final round, 8 under par. On Sunday, and still lost by 3 shots to Scotty.
Yeah,
that's what's insane.
His third round wasn't.
2 things are up here. One, can he get off to a better start? Since 2015, McIlroy has combined 21 over in the first round of major championships. Yeah. You cannot get off to a bad start.
Dig a hole.
If you dig a hole, it's a wrap.
Especially this week.
Yeah, it will bury you. It will bury you. So he's 76 under, and he says, can you get off? He's 76 under, a difference of 97 strokes in rounds 2 through 4. So he comes back second, but it's too late. You're down 9-10 strokes by that point. Yep. And Nick and Raff, as you were talking about, not knowing what that weather is going to be like, and someone on the text line actually just made that point. Elise's dad, yes. Rain will also help the Bombers. Rory is one of the top bombers in the group. He's one of those guys that it can help him if he gets off the tee fairly well. His first round scoring average at Augusta is 72.38, but he's under par in each of the last 3 rounds. Each of the last 17 Masters winners started their week with a round under par.
Right.
Second thing, which putter is going to show up for Rory? That's been his Achilles heel, man. That has been his Achilles heel. Is he able to putt the ball consistently? That's going to be the key, I think, for him, man.
Yep.
Who's you guys' favorites, though?
Well, another thing I was going to say before we go with favorites is it's also going to be interesting to see how Tiger Woods' bionic ankle holds up in the cold, because I'd have to guess that colder weather, probably not going to be able to loosen up, as much as he possibly, it don't loosen up much the way it does now.
Right.
But now you have cold weather playing into that and soft ground.
Yeah.
So him walking, that's going to be a challenge. That's for sure. I'm Scheffler. That's who I'm going with.
Scheffler.
Back to back. Here we go.
I'm going back and forth. I chose John Rahm in my Masters pool that I'm in. Up until this afternoon, I'm still going back and forth between he and Morikawa. I like Colin Morikawa is playing well. Here's a sleeper for Masters pools out there for like the second tier guys that you have to choose. Will Zalatoris. Willie Z.
I like his game, man.
Willie Z.
I like his game.
Who do you think, which live golfer places the highest?
Probably DJ.
So I'm gonna go Brooks. And then another one that's really changed his demeanor. Did you see the Bryson DeChambeau?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's different now.
Yeah.
Like he's loosened up, and
I think the spot one. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's just weird. But then I'm watching him now, and he's all like kind of lighthearted, and making fun of himself about saying that the Masters was a par 67 and not a 72 and stuff. But he's like very like I'm not sure like which Bryson's the real Bryson.
You know what I think? The camera's not on him so much anymore.
So
I think he's able to relax a little bit more. Yeah. He's able to be himself. Now, I think you think about this, man. He was absolutely just destroying golf courses with the length of off the box.
Yep.
And so that brought both criticism, it brought curiosity, but it also he always had to be on too.
Yeah.
He always had to be on. Anything that he said, and sometimes he put his foot in his mouth a lot of times too with some of the stupid stuff he would say. But at the same time, he seems more relaxed and more at peace because the camera's not on him as much.
Yeah,
man.
no,
He's just another guy out there
it was
enjoying.
Weird. They did that pre-interview with him, and I was looking. I was like, just seems like there's some levity with him now, and it just he's more personable. It seems like so.
I think that not being in the spotlight so much is he just feels like he's one of the guys right now, man. He can just blend in, enjoy his rounds, and not have to worry about 50 microphones stuck in his face for every move that he makes. He's not doing foolish Twitter beef stuff anymore. A lot of it, man. Like I said, a lot of it was his own fault too. A lot of the things that he would say would draw criticism and draw the ire of the
because I was like, he came back and he's like, I love Augusta. This is a great course, and I never meant no disrespect to it. But at the time when he made those comments, it was like, well, you're kind of disrespected. And, but then Augusta said, well, I'll show you what happens
I'm gonna humble
when you disrespect me.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? Before we go to break, one of the coolest scenes that I've ever seen in all years I've been watching the Masters since '97, when I first started watching them, the caddy was not Morikawa's caddy, was it?
Yep.
When he puts the stick in hole 18 and bows to the course just out of respect. And I was just like, man, it's just classy move. Yeah. We'll have more points to talk about tomorrow and Friday. I don't want to give everything away today because there's some great articles and some great information on the Masters.
Who are you taking?
Bro, I'm going to have to sleep on it.
Okay.
I'm going to let you guys know Saturday when I look at the leaderboard.
Which, I mean, we can say this now.
Oh, Lord.
I'll let you know about 4:30 on Saturday.
We can say this now. Join us at Double Eagle Thursday,
Double
and Friday.
Eagle.
Yes,
we'll be there from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. The show will be there.
Mm-hmm.
There's the bays. I would be surprised if there's any available, but come and hang out. We'll be golfing a little bit. We'll be hitting the sticks, hitting the fairways, hitting the rough, hitting the bunkers, and so we'll be doing that.
Here's the name I'm just going to throw out. I haven't done tomorrow for you, but here's the name I'm just going to throw out there that I think is one that he's always kind of sniffing around the pack. Victor Hovland.
Victor.
He's a long hitter too, man. He's a long hitter too. So we'll see. We'll see.
All right, there it is.
Folks, when we come back on this side, next side of the break, I've worked from our sponsors and partnerships. We're going to talk some Husker football. A lot of quarterbacks in the room, numbers that were changed, etc. We'll talk that when we get back on the drive with AD and Raff, 93.7.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Lincoln Earth Day is on Saturday, April 15th at UNL's Innovation Campus. Green vehicles, local foods, live music, and fun, family-friendly activities from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Sponsored by Johanna Rhodes Real Estate. More event details at rhoadshomes.com.
Spring is here, and it's time to wake up Judson. Judson Irrigation is eager and sprinkler system up and running for the season. Judson's technicians will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler heads, and show you how to set your controller for effective sprinkling coverage. The Judson Irrigation team is here for you. Stay safe.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hey, you got any gum?
Yeah, check my backpack.
What's this?
Oh, that's naloxone. It can reverse an opioid overdose. I decided to always keep it on me after my friend almost died. It saved his life.
I'm so sorry. That makes me want to have it with me too.
You totally should. Check the pharmacy. It was actually really easy to get and it's easy to use.
I definitely will. Thanks.
Paid for by the CDC. Sponsored by Nebraska DHHS. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
This is Jay Foreman. When I played football for Nebraska and in the NFL, I wore protective gear to safeguard my health. Today, I'm not only protecting my health, but everyone in our community by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Update your protection with the bivalent COVID vaccine while it's still free. Find out more at healthylincoln.org. That's healthylincoln.org.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Skies will gradually clear, but it will be chilly. It will be windy. Northwest winds could gust over 35 through most of the day. We'll reach an afternoon high of around 47. Tonight, mainly clear, a low down to around 24. The warm-up begins tomorrow, mainly sunny by the afternoon with a high approaching 60. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Motor Food is Lincoln's hardest rocking food truck and cafe. Motor Food creates old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all beef split grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Outback Steakhouse on 48th Street or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check out their menu, order carryout, or schedule a catering at motorfood.com.
A lot of businesses say that they're family focused. But when tough situations in life arise, the business feels anything but for your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, as they do with customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
There's a new way to vacay when you fly LNK. Check out brand new service at the Lincoln Airport to some of America's favorite travel destinations. Catch convenient nonstop flights to Vegas, Atlanta, Minneapolis, Orlando, Austin, Dallas, or Nashville when you fly via Redway. With so many affordable options to choose from, planning your vacation has never been easier. Visit GoFlyRed.com and book today. Flights are public charters offered by Global X Air Tours LLC and operated by Global Crossing Airlines Incorporated.
Let me share something to make life just a little easier. It's just one word, Bryant. If we need service on our furnace or AC, we call Bryant. Same goes for an electrical issue. If I have a problem with my faucet, a toilet, a drain, or a water heater, I don't need to know how to fix something. I just need to know who to call. And at our house, it's Bryant.
Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Just one call. 467-1111. Remember, we do whatever it takes.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody. Again, this is on 93.7 Ticket, proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln, so apply today at sandhills.jobs. Boom. And AD, I got myself a Raff's Good Take this morning. My Raff's Good Take today goes out to Bill Bryant. He is the student advocate for Lincoln Public Schools.
Former Husker as well.
Played for Tom Osborne, I think back in 1978, I believe, right around those years.
Military vet as well, man.
Very selfless in his time and resources, not just in the Lincoln Public Schools, but to the greater community. Often goes unnoticed, but we just wanted to notice him today and spotlight him today for being just a great person all around, community, LPS, all over the place. He actually came from Decatur, Alabama. And then he attended Boys Town, and he just continues to give goodness all over the community. So
we like to call him Dollar Bill. The old school Huskers call him Dollar
Bill.
Yeah,
that was also mentioned too, but I was like, I've never met him personally, so I didn't want to throw out the old Dollar Bill, but
he would still look at you like he'd known you forever. That's kind of the guy that Mr. Bryant is, man. Just a solid brother, man.
You went from Dollar Bill to Mr. Bryant.
Yeah, I call him Mr. Bryant, Dollar Bill, Husker bro. Just a good guy, very, very good man who's definitely invest back in his community, which I love to see.
I'd be curious too. I believe Nebraska played Alabama back in like 78. So I'd have been curious to see what his thoughts were going up against his home state, playing against Bear Bryant and all that good stuff.
Pete Ferguson, again, his show, when you have people on our guests here coming up pretty quick.
Oh gosh, all we would do is talk Cowboys. That
would be a breath of fresh air compared to that sucky team out west.
I'd also love to play the sounder for Pete.
Yeah.
Critique
every time he says something about the Cowboys.
I would welcome another team to talk about.
Yeah,
but
even Pete, the Cowboys,
bro, it's bad as much as you talk about Denver. Any team, I don't care who it is.
When we started this show, Denver was his second favorite team. A year later,
I almost can't stand him now because
he hates the Broncos.
Because of you.
Yeah, I hear it's like when somebody makes you eat a certain food over and over again. You used to enjoy it. Now you have taste aversion. I mean, I have a major taste aversion for Denver right now.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I just dude.
I thought we were friends, Nick.
No, because you don't invite me to hang out.
Well, here we go. Here we go.
Back to Pete Ferguson. He has
back to good takes.
He has a show.
Friendships.
He has a show on Sunday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. It is Beyond the Score, and Pete does a great job with that. So Pete has a word that he calls stakeholders in the community. People are actually contributing, giving back. So Pete, thank you for that good Raff's good take and giving that information to Raff. Raff, appreciate it, my man.
Oh, how do you know it was Pete that gave it to me?
Because you kind of said that.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Who gave it to you?
Pete.
Hey guys, do you guys know how, not to segue, but I have the best transitions. We all know this.
Yeah.
Do you guys know how the Masters Club dinner started? Ben Hogan.
Oh yeah.
On March 31st, 1952, sent an invitation to Cliff Roberts that said this: "Dear Cliff, I wish to invite you to attend a stag dinner at the Augusta National on Friday evening, April 4th at 7:15 p.m. So it would have been last night. It is my wish to invite all the Masters champions who are going to be here, plus Bob Jones and Cliff Roberts. The latter has agreed to make available his room for the dinner party, and I hope you can be on hand promptly at 7:15 p.m. My only stipulation is that you wear your green coat."
That's how it all started.
Cordially yours, Ben Hogan.
That started in 1950.
52. He sent the letter
March
March 31st, 1952, and the first dinner was held on April 4th at 7:15 p.m.
Damn, man,
that's pretty cool. So, not sorry to segue, but there it is.
Thanks, Sanderson, by the way, too. Yeah. I thought it was 78.
Thanks, Sanderson. Yes, absolutely. He says, my first Husker game was the Bama game back in 1978. My mom took me. We sat in the north end zone. I love it. Chase B watching the Capitals eliminated.
But they're still celebrating from it's like 2-3 years ago when was it Ovechkin let them do it.
Oh, there you go, Raff. Nice hockey pull.
Thank you very much.
I would know. I still have to see Miracle on Ice. I haven't even seen that yet.
How often do you guys go to a Stars game?
I haven't been to a Stars game in a while.
Yeah, it's probably been 20 years for me.
It's been a while.
But I think I'm going to go on the 21st when DP drops the puck.
Yeah, we got to go on $2 beer night.
That'd be fun. Because I tell you what, the times I have been, it's always been a good time.
I just had a flashback to the old Floribama Shore that was on MTV? Dollar beer night. Those dollar beer people.
Hey, here's the thing: is here's the $2 beer night's fun. Yeah, and now Thomas and Lincoln says, not to brag, but the Pittsburgh Penguins are going on a 16-17 postseason run here.
Mario Lemieux.
I'm not sure what that means.
The only reason why
Sidney Crosby.
The reason why I know the Penguins
Sid the
are doing
Kid.
good is because of Sports Center. I
Center.
Sports Center because I don't follow it. But man, anything for the Penguins. If they keep going on with that, Thomas, I might have to rock my Penguins jersey that DP gave me, man. Might have to rock it.
Should we go to Saturday night's hockey game?
But my favorite player, Mason Marcellus. And yes, he will continue his scoring streak.
Oh, no. Don't wish that bad juju on him, Raff.
Nope. I said he was going to score 2 goals last week, and what did he do? Bam, bam.
Well, tell you what, speaking of a lot of scoring, we got a lot of quarterbacks in the room, and apparently the quarterbacks did a lot of running. I'm not sure about scoring on the defense on their scrimmage this past week. We got 7. No, let me see. You got Casey in the media room. You have Sims in the media room. Heinrich, Torres, Smothers, and Jack Woosh, the guy from Mississippi.
Whoosh. And he was close to a 5-star coming out of high school.
Yeah, you know what's
So he's got some talent.
in that locker. You think about this, you guys. Again, how many quarterbacks do you think will be on that roster still? Scholarship ones
At
that 85 point mark when fall camp starts.
4.
How many do you think, Raff?
So we're just doing scholarship ones?
We got 7 quarterbacks in that room right now.
I'm sure Walsh will be there, but he's not scholarship, but
Mm-hmm.
he'll be there. Yeah, I'll say 4 or 5. Yeah.
So that means one of those. Okay, out of those next 7, out of that 7, there are 4. What do you, Casey? I think. Obviously, he was the starter last year. The thing about this, I'm going to say this. Okay, nothing that happened last year doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen the same thing this year.
It doesn't equate.
Doesn't equate.
The running backs coach, EJ Barthol, said yesterday, he's like, even like with Anthony Grant, he's like, yes, we know he had 990 yards rushing, but this is like all new. We're learning new things where the back needs to be getting through the holes, pass protections. They're basically starting from the ground up. And from what I tell, I'd say every position on the team is open for business.
It's open for business.
There's no one set at a position.
You saying to my cousin, I have a ton of family that lives in Mobile, Alabama, and they are diehard Husker fans. I mean, they keep up with stuff like they live here. And he goes, this was just we're kind of going back and forth yesterday. He was like, "Cuz, what's your feel on this new staff? Do you think Rule can turn this around?" I said, "Your guess is as good as mine."
Nope.
We don't know.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's too early.
Nope.
So all these, and like I said, I like the key thing that I like so far. I'm not even talking about the things on the field because not a game's been played. What I do like are the things off the field. I do like things on the field. I like the number of recruiting that's going on. I'm saying get to these high schools.
They're doing everything in their power off the field to be successful on the field, but nothing comes to fruition until a game.
Yeah, I gotta see it, man.
Yep.
I gotta see it on Saturdays, and I'm not talking about beat the teams you should beat. And as far as now, think about that statement right there. Nebraska's been that team.
Yeah.
That you should beat.
Yep.
Now, did you ever think we'd have that type of conversation where Nebraska is that team that you should beat? No. Fellas, that's where we're at right now, though. Think about this. In the past 5 years, besides maybe, I would say, Rutgers, Maryland's kind of been on the up and up, though.
Yeah.
Nebraska's one of those teams.
Yeah.
Now, we're going by body of work, not what's going on right now. Body of work, Nebraska's one of the bottom teams in the Big Ten. That's just the reality.
Oh, yeah,
and to think anything differently is naive.
And their wins and losses have proved it.
They've proved it. We haven't had a winning season in 5 years.
I know 2 years ago, it was like, we lost 9 games within 6 points. Well, at the end of the day, you lose by 6 points, you lose by 40 points. It's still a loss.
It's still a loss. Exactly. And Raff, for so often, we keep hearing, but it was almost. Almost doesn't mean you still lost.
Exactly.
So everything that's being done right now, that's great to see. It's great optics. It's good for the eyes. It's seeing that they're working on the foundation.
Yeah.
For me to say, man, this is going to be an awesome house. I don't even know what the blueprint. I don't even see the blueprint for the house.
Yeah, you can't because you don't know. And there's the jury is out. Like I'll tell everybody, I'm like, yeah, I really like what they're doing. I
love what they're doing.
When I see the practice clips and the coaches talking and the players
The
talking.
accountability piece.
Yeah, I love seeing all that, but we don't know like once the real bullets start firing,
Mm-hmm.
and that is what we all wait, and that's why I won't go out and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna win, every game like last year. But me and AD's prediction last year,
yeah, it was
undefeated,
horribly off.
We lost.
I remember reading that on the board.
And Nick, you just
I stand behind everything.
Because they should have been.
I stand behind everything I said last year. I thought going into the year that they should have been better than what they were. They were not, and I will take full blame for my prediction.
Yeah.
But I've learned from my mistakes. This year, I'm like, oh nope, not going to say anything. I want to see it on the field.
Yeah. Even when we do predictions this year, guys, I'm not even sure I'm even doing a prediction. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. I don't know what to expect. I just don't know what to expect up there. Well, folks, we're going to take a break. We'll come back, talk some more Husker football, last minute miscellaneous small talk, if you would.
Small talk.
Yes.
Never do that.
Where's Rico? I get a shot off.
That was rough. Oh, and Nick's dapping him up.
Great, he's gonna have that baseball bat standing outside the door, or he might be.
Raff can't hang out with Rico. He can't go to the North Lincoln either.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna send it to break. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's April, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
The Empire brand is growing with ESC fabrication and sandblasting. ESC is your place for custom handrails, industrial and commercial painting, and more. ESC provides custom welding for aluminum and stainless steel and media blasting of all sorts. ESC has great attention to detail. They stick to deadlines and keep within your budget. If you can dream it, they can make it. Contact ESC Fabrication and Sandblasting in Waverly today at 531-207-9329.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Let me share something to make life just a little easier. It's just one word, Bryant. If we need service on our furnace or AC, we call Bryant. Same thing goes for an electrical issue. If I have a problem with my faucet, a toilet, a drain, or a water heater, I don't need to know how to fix something. I just need to know who to call. And at our house, it's Bryant.
Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Just one call. 467-1111. Remember, we do whatever it takes.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln.
Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Guys, when I first started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, I weighed in at over 300 pounds. Now, less than a year later, I'm under 200 pounds for the first time since high school. I'm stronger, I'm healthier, and it all began with the Farrell's 10-week challenge. 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and guided nutrition coaching to help you reach your fitness goals. Their next 10-week challenge begins on April 8th. If you're wanting to change your life like I have, head to theticketfm.com and click on Enroll Now on the homepage. Plus, get a promo code for a discount just for ticket listeners. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like getting new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best we can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. We're on the brink of spring cleanups for all of our existing customers and have limited spots left. We trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give us a call today at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of our designers and get ready for Tailored Life's grand opening in Bennett.
There's a new way to vacay when you fly LNK. Check out brand new service at the Lincoln Airport to some of America's favorite travel destinations. Catch convenient nonstop flights to Vegas, Atlanta, Minneapolis, Orlando, Austin, Dallas, or Nashville when you fly via Redway. With so many affordable options to choose from, planning your vacation has never been easier. Visit goflyred.com and book today. Flights are public charters offered by Global X Air Tours LLC and operated by Global Crossing Airlines Incorporated.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. But now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction material. They sell in bulk to save you money, buying anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. They deliver anywhere, and if you mention you heard this ad on 93.7 The Ticket, they'll deliver inbound for free through the month of April with some restrictions applying. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Skies usually clear, but it will be chilly. It will be windy. Northwest winds could gust over 35 through most of the day. We'll reach an afternoon high of around 47. Tonight, mainly clear, a low down to around 24. The warm-up begins tomorrow, mainly sunny by the afternoon with a high approaching 60. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It's Wednesday. We are 1 hour away from kickoff of the par 3 competition.
I was like, from what?
Yeah. Hey, guys, before we dive in deep into any conversation, we have a phone call.
Yep.
Oh.
We have Vince from Napa, California.
Yes.
Vince, what's up?
Bring it, Vinny D.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How are you?
Good. Doing great, Vince. How you doing, my man?
Doing well, thanks. Now, listen, I mean, I agree with what all you guys are saying as far as needing to see it. I get it because as fans, we feel like we've been burned specifically by the past regime. But if there's one thing that I do feel confident saying, I do think that the worst is over. I do. I mean, now how soon do we get back to being good? Who knows? But I think the very worst is over because I look at last year. I mean, after we made the move with Scott Frost, I think Mickey Joseph and Bill Bush, even though they're not in the program, I do think that they left the program better than they found it.
Mm-hmm.
And I firmly believe that, you look at the last 2 years, and I'm not one of these people that's into, they were close, so we lost all these close games. But I think what it does tell you is that I think any sort of competent game day coaching and better program management gets you 7 wins each of the last 2 seasons. And I also think too that, when Frost came, 5 years ago, it's a case where, I think he probably took it for granted what it was going to be like coaching in a Power 5 conference. whereas, Matt Rule has won in a Power 5 conference. And he also, I think, comes in a little bit humble as well. I think he's coming into it with his eyes wide open. And I just think better program management alone, because you talk about establishing the foundation. I think that's, at least putting us on track should put us on track to get to bowl eligibility, which I don't think is too much to ask. Now, speaking of which, I am going to line up a couple of very obscure sports occurrences that has happened within the last 6 years, and the stars are aligning. Okay, the Seattle Mariners broke Major League Baseball's longest playoff-less streak at 21 years. Recently, and I say this because they're 90 minutes away. They're about 60 to 90 minutes away from me, depending on traffic. The Sacramento Kings broke the NBA's longest playoff-less streak. This year, Nebraska will break the Power 5's longest bowlless streak. I'm speaking it into existence, fellas. But for that to happen, from game 1 to game 13, and notice I say 13, starting in Minneapolis. You come out every week, every single week, with one mission and one mission only. You come out to open up a can of kick-ass and fight. Let's bloody knuckles. Let's go.
Oh, boy.
Vince.
Midday Vinny, baby.
Woo! A little later than normal. He's there. How about that? Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Even the soundboard got scared.
That was not supposed to happen.
Man, I always appreciate the callers, Vince. Thanks so much about in California. Thanks for tuning in, man. And
Vinny D.
Hopefully that does come to fruition, man. I wouldn't mind seeing that streak finally being broken. Unknown texter says, I hated hearing although only lost by 1 score arguments. Doesn't count when you get within 1 score in the last minute of the game. It's the truth, man. Who else we got here? There was one also on there, but nevertheless, what they're saying is the truth, man. I want to see it on Saturdays. Vince basically said the same thing. Maybe we do break that streak, Raff.
Yeah. Gotta happen sooner or later.
Let's do it.
You would hope so, and that's all we're thinking going for, man. That's all we're hoping to see is something like that to where you just start looking like a football team.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the same page. That's what I'm hoping.
No false starts.
Yes, the simple things that you can don't shoot yourself on the foot over and over and over again. That's the thing that kind of gets very old. Folks, the 80 Attitude Adjustment today is brought to you by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers, ilc.net/careers. And I'm going to go to feed off of what Raff talked about with Bill Bryant, Bill. Pete calls when you're a stakeholder in your community. Folks, get involved where you live. I can't stress that enough. Nick, I was glad to see that you, like I said, you're doing the MCing event. You got to know people in the community. No. Folks, get out there and get involved. Do something in your community. My father would always tell us kids, you don't have to have much to be a blessing to somebody else. You don't have to have a bunch of money and things like that. Whether it's involved with your local community center, Salvation Army Center always looks for volunteers. Malone Community Center here in town looks for volunteers. In your own hometowns, maybe there's shelters where you can donate food or something, but get involved. Be a stakeholder in your community. Because when it's all said and done, folks, we all need each other. Everyone needs someone. So get involved. Be a stakeholder wherever you're at. Thank you for being a stakeholder in this radio show and listening on a regular basis, man.
We're at Double Eagle tomorrow.
I love it. 6 to 10 tomorrow. Come on out.
Call down. I don't thought the bays are filled up yet, but call down. Come down. Have a beverage.
Say hi. Have a beverage.
Absolutely.
They have the second best Bloody Marys in Lincoln. Have a good day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to